Hello, hello, and welcome. This is Pamela Swanson. I am your software trainer. A little bit of reverb there on the voice. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Very, very good. Again, my name is Pamela Swanson, and I'm your software trainer. Today, we're going to be talking about Adobe Audition. This is a really awesome audio editing tool that's very easy to use. Tons of tutorials out on the internet. All you have to do is Google or go to YouTube. But the really nice thing about your Adobe Cloud is that it actually comes with a plethora of tutorials that actually will start up when you open Adobe Audition for the very first time. Here in front of me, I actually do have myself singing. I was looking for something that I didn't have to copyright, so I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and just create my own file. So here we go. One of the first things I'm going to do is look at the one of the very first things I'm going to do is look at the frequency. And in this clip, I am not going to use the full clip. All I'm going to do is take a snippet of this song, and then I'm going to put it on my website so that folks can see so that people can see that I know what I'm doing with the tool, correct? So here we go. Oh, and by the way, this is Screencast-O-Matic, capturing the screen for us today. Also something very, very easy to use. And in case you're wondering, I am recording this with a tool called Screencast-O-Matic. Believe it or not, you can get this for free. Very, very nice video recorder. You can do the screen, or you can also use your webcam, and that way you can teach folks and talk to them, especially if you have a green screen behind you. It allows you to just click on that, take that green screen right out, and then you'll be right here on the you'll be right here on the screen teaching everything that you know. This will be you soon one day. Okay, let's get started. First of all, the window allows me to see panels. For instance, as we can see here, I have my editor selected. I have effects rack selected. If I come on down, I'll be able to see other things that I have selected. If you do not want to see a particular item, all you have to do is deselect. So notice how my screen changed. All I did was deselect. Going back up to Windows, if I think, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, all I would have to do is go back down and reselect that again, and that was the essential sound. So I'll come right down, and then I will left mouse click, and now I have my essential sound panel back. As you can see here, it allows me to see what I can do. Okay. Effects, something that I believe every audio producer loves to play with. You can be as simple as you want to be in this software, or you can put a lot of production on the vocals and music, especially if you have a separate music track from your vocal track. If you are already seasoned in audio, you know that this is a vocal track and a music track mixed together. Okay, so I sang over the music. You can still do a lot with this and make it sound nice. So let's go ahead and see what it sounds like right now with the effects that we have on it. This is area that we're going to have to clip out. All that silence, we don't want that. Morning, and we slept the night away. Okay, so from the very beginning, we know that there is a lot of silence at the beginning, and we need to cut that out. Now, if you're not ready to cut that out immediately, you can put in a marker. But if you are ready to cut that out, doing so is extremely easy. You can see where the music is about to start. Notice that when I hit the play button, it goes back to where I was before. But if I wanted to, I can just listen to that. See, hear that? Makes it really easy to use. Now at this point, this is where I know I can cut this. So all I have to do is use my razor to cut it. You'll notice up at the top you can come in and drop down and select all of the topics that you would want to use. So for instance, the marker I was talking about, if I needed to add a Q marker, then of course I could hover here and then I would left mouse click, and you'll notice that I actually already have one. That's my marker number 1. If I needed to delete it, delete selected marker, then of course that's all I would have to do, and you'll notice here that now the marker is gone. But these come in really handy when you are looking for places that you're going to put in effects. Sometimes you need to normalize. Someone may have sang or spoken too loudly, and you need to bring that back and normalize that and bring down that tone. And sometimes when you're editing, you do need to see the vocal or the music track pulled out and expanded. I do that by using the scroll bar here on the top, and you'll notice that now I'm really able to see exactly where, and I can also pull it down this way, but I'm able to pick what area I want to be in. And if I need to magnify that, notice it shows a little magnifying glass. That way, if this area here, I could say, okay, well, I'm going to put a marker here because I'm going to put a normalizer in these areas. So as you can see, that's all I have to do. Come down and put my marker. And now I've got my markers in this area here. And I know that this is the area that I'm going to reduce the loudness. And there's also, you can also do that as well. There's a way that you can just reduce the loudness of that area. Now you may be thinking, okay, Pam, so this is all great, fine and well. You are able to scroll back and forth where you need. You're able to magnify that. But what is this? Well, this is a frequency view. And how you can control what you're viewing is simply by coming right up to the top, and you're going to left mouse click, and now it says show spectral frequency display. I am just going to deselect. I'm just going to deselect that. And you also notice that I could have done Shift D. So Shift D brings that in, Shift D also takes that out. You will learn the shortcuts on your keyboard. They're going to make your life so much easier, and everything in here becomes really quick because you just click in and you're able to control everything at that point. So this is a much easier view when you're trying to magnify something and see where was that little hiccup, right? So it was right there. If I needed to, I could highlight that and just delete it. It's going to automatically bring it together. It's not like a lot of other systems where if you delete an element, you're going to have to then bring them all together, and then you've got this really hideous gap and you have to figure out what to do with it. So that is not going to happen to you here in Adobe Audition. Notice I can just undo. I can undo whatever I want to undo. Very good.